Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am consumer debt free, currently saving as much money as I can and planning my wedding or saving up for my wedding. If that's that's a better fit, because I'm not planning yet, I'm just saving up. Okay, so this is going to be a new video, like a new type of video, in terms of like, I don't think I've done this on my channel yet. Maybe like back in the day I did, but not recently. So I'm gonna do percentages and I'm gonna keep it in my financial notebook. This notebook has everything for me. Oh, it's a little dirty. Throughout the years. Before, I used to like putting it in like Erin Condren, my financials, so like every year would have a notebook. But in terms of like storage, it wasn't realistic, so I went back to my original before, like I was filming and stuff, into one notebook. Okay, so all right, so we are going to put a page where we are going to do my percentages, and I feel like I'm gonna stick with these percentages, especially for my per session. So I'm gonna leave this space blank for my per session. Let me see if I'm in frame. Yes. I'm gonna leave this page blank for my per session because I just got paid again on the 16th, and that will be another video of me cash stuffing that. But this one will be my monthly percentages. So let's see. Again, I am credit card debt free, student loan debt free. I have no debt, and I don't carry over debt with me month to month. So like at the end of the month, my credit cards always go back to zero. So I don't pay interest on anything that I purchase. So it's really my money's for me and whatever I want to put it towards. Okay, so for my monthly percentages, so let's put, usually I have to like turn it sideways to right. Let me see. Okay, hopefully that's okay. So I'm gonna put monthly percent. And sorry for the outside noise. I can't really control that. The window's right there. So yeah, monthly percentages. So for my bills, we are doing, let me put today's date. So this is currently June 2025. For my bills, this includes my housing. I don't know what's going on outside. This includes my housing. This includes my phone bill. This includes my Apple storage. I also pay for Disney, Hulu, and Max. So I switched over to the package that has all three of them. I also pay for Netflix, the cheapest one, and this one's for the cheapest one too, with ads and all that. Oof. And then I also pay for internet. Now I consider these my bills. So from my overall, from what I take home, no, that's a lie. Overall, this is a percentage from my checks that I get every twice a month. So I'm not including per session or any other income that comes to me, like my interest, or any of that. This is just based on my paycheck I get twice a month. This is 34% of my income. No, I'm lying. 34.3% of my income. And I feel like that's pretty good. I know they say to keep it below 30%, but again, I have the Apple storage, the Hulu, the Netflix. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good for living in New York. Then comes my variable expenses that are, let me put variable. You could say these are my fixed, because these numbers really don't change at all. Variable could change, but typically I keep it the same amount. So for this includes my groceries, my eating out, my laundry money, and my self-care. When I paid off my debt, I decided that self-care was gonna be something of a priority for me, like groceries would be. So that's why I'm keeping it here. So this is every 2 weeks. 2 weeks. These are monthly. This is every 2 weeks, which is actually monthly now. I would typically do it every 2 weeks, but because we're doing monthly, I should have been, ignore this. It is 13.5%. 13.5% is what this makes up for my regular job. My regular income that comes every 2 times a month. Then we have my Roth IRA. And this is just extra because with my regular checks, I do put 17% into my TDA. And then an extra like 5% to my regular TRS. But I'm not including that. This is just what I take home, my percentages. And this is 3.8% for me. All right. Now we go into another category, which is my savings. Should I call it savings? Yeah, let's call it savings. So this is called savings. And what does my savings include? It includes my emergency fund, my ally account, which has all my virtual sinking funds, and then my cash sinking funds, you could say. And this makes up 48.4% of what I take home, which I feel like is pretty good. Let me go get my calculator. Okay. So let's, hopefully I did this right. 34.3 plus 13.5 plus 3.8 plus 48.4, it makes up 100% of my 100% of my regular checks, which is twice a month. Okay, so that is how I am really spending my money in terms of my regular checks. Now, I didn't really calculate my per session checks, but I am going to show you what I plan to do from here on out. Yes. So that is this. So then we're going to turn the page for my per session. And I'm planning on sticking with this until I meet my like wedding goal amount. So let's say per session checks. This is like when I work extra at my job. Because the summertime is coming, I think I'll get 2 more extra paychecks in July, but then August probably will have nothing, because I haven't gotten offered any summer positions yet that I applied for. So yeah, this is what I plan to do with future. So this is what I did with the one that I got on the 16th. So my plan is that for my per session checks, 10% will be going to my emergency fund. Then another 10%, because it's not summertime yet, will be going to summer. Then 20% will go to me on anything I want to spend it on, because I am working extra, so I should indulge myself a little bit. And then 60% will be going to my wedding. That's the way I am going to plan out my future persession checks from here until probably the end of the year of 2025. That's my goal. Yes, so that's the goal for me. I'm hoping this works out. And yeah, so let me give you an example that I can do on camera. Okay, so let's go to my persession. This I got paid on June 16th. And this is for working 5:15 for 5 hours. This is when I worked prom. And then 5:31, I worked 12 hours and 13 minutes. So I got a total of $751.16. So 60% of this is going to my wedding. So we're gonna do wedding is getting 450. Summer is getting 10%, so that's $75. Then my emergency fund is getting $75. And then my me money is getting $150. So with that, we have 450 plus 75 plus 75 plus 150. That's 750. So then I'm gonna say left over is $1.16. So yeah, that's how I planned out this persession. So this got I really hope the noise outside doesn't really affect the video too much because they talking mad loud. The 450 already got transferred into my Ally account. So this is, if you haven't seen my other video, this is where I'm planning out my saving up for my wedding. I have the challenges from Simple Shops. So the 450, 400 is for these right here. But because I didn't want to go to the bank, take it out, then come back, I decided to just transfer it in. But I am going to check these off. So give me a moment. All right. So yeah, this is the 400. I'm going to check these off. So basically these need 2 checks. One from my side and one from my fiance side. So when he gives me the money for this, I'll check it off. And then I also finished these off, but this is for something else that I'll tell you about in another video. The $50 also went to my Ally account, but I'm going to explain what I did with those 50 because it's a little confusing, but that will be in the next video. But the 400 was for the bonus part. I wanted to get these numbers done with so I can really just focus on these. Like hopefully I can finish off 2 this summer. That will be 480, but we shall see. But yes, that was for that. Yeah. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video on my breakdown of my monthly percentages for my regular check. Like I don't include my persession because persession can leave me at any time if my job decides to no longer have persession jobs. So I really just count on my regular check. And then again, my persession breakdown, the goal is from now till December 25. And then it might change in January. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.